by making those kind of plays after I make those statements.
8-point Western Kentucky lead. Adufua. Thompson draws the double. Holmen with the jumper from the elbow. First basket of the day for Jacob Holmen. 6-point Hilltopper lead. McDonald guarded by the diminutive White. He's listed at 5'10". He does not look that big. And away from the play, we're going to get a foul on Adufua.
Wow.
His second and number 4 on the team. Cole down in the low block has made his presence felt.
Yes, he has. He's been a game changer right now. You know, a lot of times young men come into the game thinking that, oh, I'm not getting a chance to get an opportunity to do anything, but he stays the course. He comes in, he takes his time down low, and he is making a big impact on this game right now.
And a 5-second call on the Hilltoppers. They did not get the ball inbound. That's the first turnover for Western Kentucky. They nearly won 7 minutes without turning the ball over.
Yeah, and Coach McDonald talked about the mental capacity of focusing. That's a mental error right there. You have to understand you have a mental clock going on as you're taking the ball out. You cannot have an opportunity like that go to waste.
15, Ben Knox is checked in at the post position for the Mean Green. Holmen for 3. Rebound pulled down by Karush. Here's McDonald. Around the Pettigrew screen, the pull-up.
Great use of the pick and roll in transition. He brings the ball all the way over to the right and sets his guy up. He tries to go underneath the pick and roll, and that allows him to take a wide open three-point shot.
And the runner by Thompson. It looks like it's going to be a long afternoon, Bruce, for whoever is assigned the task of guarding Thompson.
You got that right. You know, here it is. He's doing it the conventional way. He's taking what the defense gives him. They're trailing him on his screens, and he's not trying to settle for that jump shot only. He continues to play, and he allows a runner. So it's adding a different variety of ways of scoring for him, which will be a problem for the Western Kentucky University team.
The ovation for Cole as he comes out of the game after giving some solid minutes at each end of the floor. Back in is Patillo. Crook also back in for McDonald at the point. Pettigrew, and away from the play, we're going to get a foul call.
Well, here we have 2 trips now. They've had turnovers, the 5-second violation, and now this offensive foul that has taken place. It's about the mental aspect and the mental focus of what's going on right now. You know, Western Kentucky has struggled in the mental preparation of games here at past where they've let leads get away because of unconditional calls.
It's a 3-second violation instead of a foul at the other end of the Hilltoppers. White has his pocket picked again by Crook. Nice. He has McDonald on the run. Oh!
Great use of the basket. Again, active hands by Crook. I enjoy watching him. Look at him. He's extending himself. He's putting pressure on the ball. And understand this. Guys understand when they've turned the ball over. It makes them that much more a little tentative on the offensive end.
Thompson with the miss. Karush rebound. Western Kentucky with a 9-point lead. The McDonald 3 makes it a 12-point lead. So back-to-back threes for McDonald. And the Hilltoppers have opened up a 12-point lead.
Here we have active hands. Crook gets his hands on the ball, and understand this is a point guard. He understands that he has him running on the right-hand lane. This is what you want. Here we go again. Surveying the floor. I got a 3-point shooter here. Let me get it to him in rhythm. Knocks down the 3.
Hilltoppers 3 for 6 from 3-point range. And point guard has been a major problem for the Hilltoppers. Brandon Peters was a freshman who was going to play the point. Ken Brown was going to be the starting point guard. He was a junior college transfer, but he was kicked off the team for a violation of team academic policy. He's no longer part of the program. And then Peters became academically ineligible for the remainder of this season. So Ken McDonald was forced to go first with Khalil McDonald. Then he replaced him with Jamal Crook. Both have played very well today, and both are playing very well on the floor together the last couple of possessions.
Yeah, and you know, Crook, you know, this is a sophomore, and this is great experience for him because in the future, who knows what he might be able to do because of the confidence that he's gaining right now playing as a sophomore.
12-point Hilltoppers lead. Holmen, guarded by the much shorter McDonald. Down low, Hogan's over Karouche. Rebound pulled down by Patillo. He's the third leading rebounder in the Sun Belt. Deflected over the head of the North Texas bench. And so it will be Western Kentucky ball when we come back. It was the greatest moment in Hilltopper history. Coming up, a look at the Final Four team from 40 years ago.
Hey, I just want to say that
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is presented by 5 Hour Energy, the no-wait, no-hassle way to a great morning.
Back here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Man in the middle there, Jim McDaniels, All-American in 1971 when Western Kentucky went to the Final Four. It is a weekend to honor the Final Four team on the 40th anniversary. And before the game, McDaniels in the Hilltopper locker room, meeting every current player. And then he was asked by Ken McDonald to address the troops.
to win the championship, you really got to have more than 6 guys because you play too many games. You play far too many games. But if everybody pitches in and does what they're supposed to do, guys, be on one accord, guys. Dead right on the board. Make the championship.
And they wound up 2 wins shy of a championship. They lost in double overtime in the semifinals to Villanova. Out of the timeout, McDonald with the miss and Holmen with the rebound. McDaniels, the All-American. The coach was Johnny Oldham, who's here this weekend at a spry 88 years old, attending every event.
And still working.
Still working. What's he doing? He does some work on tractors?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh.
Knocked loose there by Crook. White got it back.
Yeah, works with his friend at his tractor company.
Doesn't everybody at age 88?
Yeah, exactly. But that's a statement of a true friend there. Right. You know, even at, I think I might have stopped at 76.
The tip in there by Jacob Holmen cuts the Hilltopper lead to 10. The roll play to Patillo.
A lot of misdirection there. Dribble handoff with a dribble pick and roll. A lot of good action there for the pick and roll, which ends up in a slip and an easy dunk to the basket.
And then the dive play at the other end. Over the top they went, and the easy basket to Hogan's.
Yeah, and this is where you didn't have the weak side help. You know, we understand that Sergio Caruso is fronting the play. He has to have that backside help and ball pressure on the guy that's guarding the ball, so he can't just lob it over so easily.
McDonald's foot was on the sideline before he received that pass, so another turnover. Coming up in college basketball, Rivalry Week continues on ESPN, the home court of college hoops, at 6 Eastern, with two of the heavyweights in the competitive SEC East. It will be Florida and Tennessee. Then at 9 Eastern, Pitt and Villanova. The long home court winning streak at the Pavilion for the Wildcats. Rivalry Week presented by Cisco on ESPN tonight. Villanova trying to bounce back from the all-time heartbreaker, losing a game at Rutgers the other night on a 4-point play with 0.8 of a second left. Down low, Holmen, catch and shoot. He has been a big factor off the bench. Again,
you know, now Sergio has to do a better job on the defensive end. You know, these teams are looking to go in because there's a mismatch as far as size. If he's going to front, they got to have better ball pressure and better weak side awareness.
Crook looking to go inside. It's not there. Instead, he goes to Caruso, who's a heck of a safety net.
It's a nice safety net to have in a situation like that. A guy that's able to put the ball on the floor and create a shot for himself.
10-point lead. Thompson for three. Knocked it down.
And that's a byproduct of the other two plays down low where they've made lobs. Now you have the player cheating over to help with the lob, and they skip it over to Tristan Thompson for a wide open three.
He's got 11. Caruso goes the other way. A whistle before the play. And a turnover number 4 on the Hilltoppers. That 12-point lead has suddenly been trimmed to 7 inside the 8-minute mark here in Bowling Green.
Yeah. Tristan Thompson is good, yeah. Are you doing a variety of his shots? Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Three.
Are we on? Oh, okay. Right. Great. That's good. I like this. Okay.
It's a 7-point Western Kentucky lead. Bruce Bowen, what makes Tristan Thompson such a handful to defend?
He's doing it a variety of ways. He's not settling for jump shots. He's taking the ball to the basket because they're pressuring him. Comes off the screen, I'm going to keep running for a little shot. But here, this is his specialty. Knocking down three-point shots, but it's all created because he's able to make the drives to the basket and take it to the basket.
There are the numbers as Thompson has scored half his team's points. As Coach Johnny Jones told us, Tristan has a great knack for scoring. He can get it to the rim as well as anyone. He can put it on the deck, and he's creative off the bounce. Out of the timeout, White will walk it up the floor. It's been a very quiet day so far for number 10, Josh White. He has yet to take a shot in 11 minutes. Here's a guy that's averaging 13 points per game.
Well, yeah, and I think part of that had to do with Jamal Crook, being that he was extending that defensive pressure on him. He wasn't able to do that.
It has not been a quiet day for Jacob Holmen, who's come off the bench now to score 8 points.
He has an opportunity here, and that's what you want to see. You know, that's what makes coaches so happy, is when someone that maybe is not counted upon to do a lot of scoring, but come into the game and affect it this way.
Traveling violation called on the Hilltoppers. That's turnover number 5 for them. Here's White. Boy, you have to wonder if Ken McDonald is thinking back to the last game against Middle Tennessee when they began late first half and went on a 25-3 run, which really ended the game.
Yeah, this is a scenario where you've kind of seen this happen before, and you just want to see them make a good stop and get something going to the offensive end. And again, Holman scoring again.
Holman, 10 points off the bench for the 6'8 sophomore from White House, Texas. He averages 5 per game. And Ken McDonald wants to stop it right here.